Hey, a few months ago I was making this multiplayer game engine with 3D graphics, with some of the knowledge that I gathered during my days at university, and I wanted to show the results of it. The source is going to be closed, it's not going to be open source, at least for the beginning. It's going to be eventually open source, but at least from the beginning it's not going to be. Currently the server for this project is hosted on a Ubuntu machine. You can log into the server automatically by just executing the OpenGL application. Once we're in on the appropriate scene, we only see this cube, but we can start placing some props around the scene. And we can actually even put some light sources for these props. You can move the camera around. So this entire application is made in C++ using OpenGL and SFML for networking. It's been an interesting project because it's basically working from scratch on a game that has 3D graphics and networking capabilities in real time. The engine/game is also cross-platform. You can execute both server and client on pretty much every main OS. You can execute it on any Linux distribution. You can execute it on Windows, Mac OS. It works on any of those platforms, and as I showed you, you can execute the server on a Linux distribution without even having graphics on it, as I have here. The server's just being executed on a Tmux window with no graphics whatsoever for Ubuntu. And you can stop it. Stop. It should stop all the server threads. Now something else I can do, once I've placed a few props, I can now go to the same client and execute it locally. Currently you can open as many clients as you want on local. I'm changing scene to the main scene, the main gameplay scene, and as you can see it's real time, the movement is real time. Placing props is also real time, you can see it on every client. You can add more light sources, it also updates. Basically I thought it was quite a fun and neat idea for a project for something simple. I'll try adding some more clients. So I added a total of 4 windows, which I actually haven't done yet. This is the first time I've opened 4 windows. Scene 2, Scene 2 and Scene 3. And there we are. More cubes on the scene, which all move real time. I haven't tried moving 2 at the same time, but as you can see the movement is being processed by the server, and you can place more props. Haven't tested the limit for them, but you can pretty much keep placing quite a few until it should. I mean, right now the biggest problem is lighting. That's what's the laggiest, the laggiest thing on the project, but you can place quite a few and there's no problem with it. Of course, if you have 4 clients running locally, it's going to be worse performance. And I don't know where I'm going to take this in the future, but as I said, I'd like to make it open source. I'd like to make it moddable. Well, that's going to be making it moddable. Well, the intention for this was to make like a little social game where you could place props in a room, like something like Animal Crossing or something that style online, with unlimited players or virtually unlimited, as long as your hardware can actually handle it. Make something simple, like a social game. And then maybe it would escalate towards something more RPGish, like an MMO or something like that. But for now, this is pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for any further development. Visit my webpage, I have a link for it on the description, and thanks for watching.